Peek inside this classroom at Ray High School and you'd think you were entering any ordinary English class. But listen closely for just a bit, and you'll soon realize this place is anything but ordinary. That's because Mrs. Gurumurthy is at the head of the class.
Her presence is felt for sure, and I love it. And you're not messing around, but you don't feel like she's, breathing down your neck at the same time. She has a really good balance between those two things.
A balance in teaching and a balance in life. Usha Gurumurthy, or Mrs. G, as her students affectionately call her, learned early on balance was key. Usha was born in India, and after spending several years teaching in a prestigious school in New Delhi, she decided to seize the opportunity to travel to the U.S. and teach.
After the first few hard weeks where kids were they totally rejected me, and I was shocked, and I even called my dad. I said, what do I do? He said, want to take a next flight and come back if you want to? But I said, no, I'll stand my ground. I will stay here and I will prove it to them that I'm a good teacher. And I built relationships. I started understanding them.
That was 9 years ago at Roy Miller High School. This teacher from India, who could speak 9 different languages and was a published author in her home country, had found her calling, and it was to teach English here in Corpus Christi.
I don't think they trusted me enough with English, though. But I proved them wrong, and I enjoy teaching English. I really enjoy teaching English, being with students, being in the classroom.
And this is where Mrs. G feels most comfortable, sharing her stories, mixing grammar lessons with life lessons.
The stories she told us were relatable. We could understand what she was saying, and in many ways, what she said not only applied to the books and her life, but to everyone's life, and who she is as a person, and what she's overcome is a testament to just how amazing she is.
Every once in a while I'll get a little story out of her, and she's just hilarious, and it's cool because you can relate to her and you can relate to the things that she has to say, because she has so much experience,
She was like a character almost out of the books she was teaching. Being in a class with someone who's so traveled as she is, so brilliant as she is, was very inspiring, but also very perspective broadening.
Along with the stories comes a high level of expectations and rigor, colleagues say is hard to match.
I need the whole page, this will not work. I need you to make your body paragraph a bit more longer, and I want your conclusion to come here, because you need to explain a bit more in the body.
So what the kids want to do is they want to meet that level of rigor. And I think that's good because what she's doing is she's helping to prepare them for college. And a lot of the students will come back and they will say, if it wasn't for you, Mrs. Gurumurthy, I don't know if I could have made it through that first semester of freshman English.
No doubt about it, Mrs. G's students are prepared, with scores on international baccalaureate tests that outpace other highly ranked schools. Principal Sissy Pettis says it goes back to balance.
Ms. G is no nonsense, but she is right there with them. She's supporting them. And so even though she has high standards are nothing unless you provide support. And so that she does.
Support, rigor, a passion for learning. It's a story worth sharing over and over again.
As an English teacher, there are so many life lessons that I can teach. I always use my own life story to tell them how difficult life is, but you should never give up. Always rise up and look inside you always. Be true to thine own self, as Hamlet has it said in Shakespeare, said in Hamlet, and I believe in that. I truly do.